Yes children, good morning everyone. Today in this video we are going to discuss about the practicals. Okay. So one by one as usual, in the first semester how we have done, you are going to write in a project paper and that you are going to attach in the same file. Okay. Now see children, already we learned that about the heart, right? Also we have learned about the human respiratory system. So that is only we are doing in the practicals, and also we have discussed about the acid and base. So let's start children. The first practical talks about the human respiratory system. Just a minute. Now so yes children, this is your practical book. You can, if you have, you can open this. See, already we are talking about the human respiratory system. Okay, now see, in this we already learned human respiratory system in the theory, right? So see the labeling. This is nose, okay, mouth, epiglottis, pharynx, larynx, trachea, lung, bronchus, bronchioles. Okay, all these are given. Now see children, nose, we know that what is that? It's the beginning of the respiration. Fine. From where the respiration starts, that is from the nose. And we already learned that hair is small tiny hairs are present, cilia, mucus, all these are present in the nose, right? Thereafter, my dear, pharynx. Pharynx is the place where you will found two pipes, where one is belongs to the windpipe and another one is that is for the food. Okay, and epiglottis is the covering of this opening. Now see, thereafter you can see larynx and trachea. Trachea is this one, and just beginning of this trachea, larynx is present. Larynx is nothing but, I told you earlier also, it is a sound box. Understood? Where the sound is produced. We learned that. Now this trachea, what happens? This bifurcates one branch to the right lung and one to the left lung. Understood? And this when this trachea, there is a bronchus are present. Okay, this is, see, this is small lining kind of. I hope you can see inside. I hope it is clear now. Yes, yeah, this one. This is further divided into bronchus. Okay, this bronchioles is divided into bronchioles, and end of this bronchioles, a small kind of a ball type of things is present, which we call it as a alveoli. See, it is shown here. Thus this kind of a small balls are present. This is alveoli, and the function of this alveoli is what we already learned, that this helps for the gaseous exchange. Okay, here this helps to exchange the gas. We learned that carbon dioxide and oxygen get exchanged. So that is alveoli's function is to exchange the gas. Okay, gaseous exchange takes place in this alveoli. Understood? So this is what actually human respiratory system. Clear children? Now see children, this is I shown in the book. Okay, now right now I am in the lab. I show you this model. One second. See children, this is the model. Okay, respiratory system. Okay, it's a 3D model. Now see children, this is what here, see, it is mentioned. This is your right lung, this is your left lung, and this is your trachea, and at the beginning of this trachea there is a sound box, okay, which we call it as a larynx is present. Okay, then further you can see that this is divided one to the lungs. Okay, left lung, right lung, one it is divided. Okay, and it when it divided, what it is bronchus. Okay, bronchus, and then bronchus is further divided into bronchioles, and at the end of this bronchioles, a small kind of, as just now I show you, a small kind of balls are present, which we call it as alveoli, and that alveoli helps you to exchange the gas. Okay, gaseous exchange takes place in this alveoli. Understood? So this is all about the human respiratory system. Thereafter, next we are going to discuss, that is this one, human heart. This is also, we learned this already in the theory part. Okay, the same again, once again we will do in the practical. Okay, just a minute. So yes children, I already told you about the structure of heart. Okay, we already learned this in the theory part. Okay, see the labeling, see the diagram. This is supravena cava, this is right atrium. As we learned that there are 4 chambers, right, in the heart. Right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. This is superior vena cava, this is inferior vena cava, this is aorta. There is a pulmonary trunk, okay, this one, and pulmonary veins. Okay, this is what the external view that we see in the heart. And this is internal structure that you already learned in the theory part also. Internal structure of the human heart. Same thing that, okay. So we learned that, what we have learned, that superior vena cava and from the inferior vena cava, from these 2 valves, what they bring deoxygenated blood, okay, to the right side of the heart, and that is where it is in the right atrium. Okay, here they brings impure blood, that means deoxygenated blood. Okay, from here what they do is they this blood is taken into the lungs, and in the lungs the purification process will carry, and after the purification what happens, that it is brought back to the left side of the heart. Okay, this is the right side of the heart, this is the left side of the heart. So it will bring back to the left side of the heart, and later it is circulated throughout the body with the help of this aorta. Fine, this is we learned in the theory. Fine, this is the diagram which is given in your practical book. Now I will show you the model. Okay, see children, this is the human heart. Okay, this is the model. Fine, now see, as I told you, this is super vena cava. Here inferior vena cava is not shown. Okay, this is superior vena cava. This is your right atrium, this is your right ventricle, this is your left atrium, and this is your left ventricle. These are the 4 chambers. Okay, this is your aorta. Okay, this one, this goes your aorta. This is from this side there is a lungs, they are going to this lungs. Thereafter there is a pulmonary veins, they have not shown here, it's pulmonary veins. Now see, there is a valve between the right atrium to right ventricle. We already learned that from the right atrium the blood is passed to the right ventricle. Okay, which one? Deoxygenated blood. And from this side left atrium the blood is passed to the left ventricle, and there is a valve is present. Understood? So just now I explained that from superior vena cava and from inferior vena cava, it is not mentioned here in this model. Okay, from these 2 valves what happens, deoxygenated blood, and it brings to this right atrium. Okay, and what happens from right atrium, this is passed into this right ventricle, and from here this is passed, see there is a path is shown like this way. This actually goes to the lungs where the purification process takes place. And once the purification process is done in the lungs, what happens, that blood will, that is now oxygenated blood. Okay, that oxygenated blood will comes into this left atrium, and from this left atrium it will comes this blood into this left ventricle. Okay, there is a valve is present, from this they are coming to this left ventricle, and from this left ventricle they pass to this aorta, and from this aorta, from all other body parts this blood is circulated. Understood? So this is what the model of this human heart. Clear children? I hope this is clear now.